Ever since the bombshell discovery made by Blackheart and Mike Hollow about the notorious cheating server, I've noticed something somewhat concerning when the subject of Kazuya players comes up. Especially when a Kazuya does something like this. Now, this sequence is complicated to do well consistently, especially if you're wanting to be incorporating it into your everyday Kazuya game plan. And I was thinking of doing like a sort of technical deep dive into how it works, similar to how I did with the instant while standing 2, but I had to scrap that idea because I couldn't find a rule or a system to explain as to why it works when you're able to do it consistently, similar to how I did with the previous project. So I decided to scrap it. The issue I now have is that ever since these cheating scripts became a hot topic in the community, it is now assumed that a Kazuya player is cheating if they're able to do it consistently in their games. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how I go about executing 2 electrics into 1 Patricide Fist. I don't really have a concrete understanding as to why this works, I just have a couple of theories. Though, I found all of those pretty unsatisfying because this game is pretty inconsistent in its architecture. I'm hoping this video contributes some form of plausible deniability to innocent Kazuyas that just know how to do it, so it's like, oh, how do you do it? That's how you do it. For this next demonstration, I'm going to need some archival footage from before the collapse. I made that footage as backup just in case Season 2 came along and broke everything, because I'm kinda pretty proud of this video. And so without further ado, might I present to you the archive at the end of my hard drive. Simplest explanation for this move is if you can go about doing that, exactly 3 perfect electrics, one after the other in quick succession, then by extension, you can do that. Yeah, it really is that simple. Or is it? Because even though I just gave you a demonstration, albeit in practice mode, I can't actually prove that what I just showed you is true. Let's take a look at these last 2 clips that I showed and remove all my fancy overlays, because we're going to be taking a look at the command history. Because to get my point across, I think we need to take a look at the game's actual raw footage and specifically what the command history shows when you try to do this input. Because my original hypothesis was that if the down input in the Patricide Fist was omitted, that extra frame is given back to you in time so that you're able to actually land or clip the opponent when you're doing the Patricide Fist of the 2 electrics. But it's very hard to commit to that notion because of all these extra inputs that keep on leaking into the command history. The command history is very explicit in showing you whether you've done a perfect electric or not, but it kind of falls short when it comes to the perfect Patricide Fist. So for the sake of this video, I must resort to being a bit of a hypocrite and tell you that I know that this works because I felt that I was doing perfect Patricide Fist. God damn this video. So, my microphone just broke, and so I decided to animate this outro. And no, I do not know how to animate mouths, so you know, clever, right? Anyway, as I was saying, I'd like to invite you, the viewer, to go ahead and give this a try. Though I am confident that you will not be disappointed, you can even come back and leave a comment. Let me know if I'm onto something, or if I've missed the mark entirely. It does make me wonder if you're actually going to click off this video to go play that Season 2 piece of shit.